This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about Canelo Alvarez versus Danny Jacobs. I'm going to say that again. Canelo Alvarez, or Cinnamon Alvarez, which is his nickname for Canelo because of his red hair, versus Danny Jacobs. Here's my take on the fight. A lot of folks out here is just sitting here thinking that Canelo Alvarez is just going to walk through Danny Jacobs. That's not going to happen. I'm going to say that again. A lot of folks out here think that Canelo Alvarez is just going to walk through Danny Jacobs. My take on it, it's not going to happen. Let me tell you why. First and foremost, Danny Jacobs, lest you forget, lest I have to remind your ass, definitively won against Triple G. I'm going to say that again. Danny Jacobs definitively won against Triple G. If you guys go and watch that fight, minus the sound, and you watch round for round, you'll see what I'm talking about. He clearly won that fight. There's just no two ways around that. He got robbed. And some of it is self-inflicted because the bottom line is he was sloppy at times. He could have won that fight a lot more definitive. I had him winning that fight 7 rounds to 5. That's my estimation. But if you go and look at the fight, minus the sound, and you watch round for round, blow for blow, punches that land versus grazing punches, and activity on both DJ and Triple G's ass side of the ball, you'll see that DJ landed the more accurate shots. And he landed the more definitive blows that should have merited him the victory. They should have had a rematch. Obviously, because Danny Jacobs doesn't have the name sake of a Canelo Alvarez, and he was the B-side, it was clear that Triple G didn't want to go through that again, because Triple G was pretty embarrassed in that fight. And he did not want to go through that again. Did he drop Danny Jacobs? Yes. But he did not win that fight. Danny Jacobs was robbed. However, if you look at the two fights between Canelo and Triple G, there's this back and forth. Like I said in previous videos, I had Triple G winning the first fight 7-5. There's an argument that could be made 8-4. In the second fight, I had Canelo winning, but I can understand folks that said that Triple G won that second fight by 1 round, 2 rounds, or even 3 rounds. I can understand that argument. But I had Canelo winning the second fight because he basically out-aggressed the aggressor. I'm going to say that again. He out-aggressed the aggressor. I felt that he pressed the action in the second half of the fight. And you guys have heard me say this before. Ring generalship counts for something in boxing. So this is why I feel that Danny Jacobs, or DJ, is going to give Canelo Alvarez some serious problems and some serious fits come their fight, on Cinco de Mayo. Because Danny Jacobs has beaten Triple G. He got robbed. Whereas Canelo Alvarez needs to do a round 3 with Triple G because we don't have a definitive winner. So for those people that sit here and think that Canelo Alvarez is just going to wash Danny Jacobs, that's what I'm talking about, man. The Mexican boxing boxing community fan base, they are a lot of fanboyism with that stuff. A lot of fanboys. They look at stuff from a fanboyism aspect. They don't use the eye test. I'm going to say that again. They do not use the eye test. They're not dissecting rounds after rounds. Danny Jacobs is going to pose some serious problems for Canelo Alvarez. I told you, Canelo Alvarez has 4 glaring deficiencies. 1, he's slow and non-athletic. 2, he does not like switch hitters. Cats that constantly switch it up on him, basically disrupting his timing, because that's what they do. All you got to do is look at Floyd Mayweather fight. All you got to do is look at the Erislandy Lara fight. All you got to do is look at the Austin Trout fights. Floyd Mayweather blew him out because Floyd Mayweather is just a defensive wizard at the highest level. But the Erislandy Lara and the Austin Trout fight, both of those are controversial, especially the Lara fight. I had Lara winning that fight. Then the other thing that Canelo has as the issue is his conditioning. People don't want to mention that. See, that's the thing what you guys get on this channel. You get a cat that's going to sit here and continue to bring you that heat and that fire, because I tell you guys the truth. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I give you the unadulterated and the cold hard truths, no matter how bad it hurts, even if it's your Cinnamon Alvarez. And number 4, he has subpar head movement and footwork and foot movement. These are the 4 glaring deficiencies of Canelo Alvarez. I've seen him do marginal improvements since the Mayweather fight at best. For those who sit here and say that he has improved dramatically, they're delusional. They're, how do I say it in my Spanish? El delusional and el hipocrito. I'm going to say that again. They are el delusional and el hipocrito. And clearly they don't know shit about boxing because they're not looking at it from a boxing connoisseur or a boxing pugilist standpoint. They're looking at it from a fanboyism aspect. Because if you really take the time out to dissect what I'm talking about, you'll see what I'm talking about in regards to Canelo Alvarez. If that's the case, why did he need to do Clinton Glutarol? If he improved the way you guys said that he improved, why did he get flagged for that illegal substance in his system going into that second fight with Triple G? Obviously, the pressure was weighing on him. And if cats are being real and being honest with themselves, they'll admit that. Triple G didn't need that, but he did. So I'm just saying, man, you know, Canelo has problems against fighters that are just slicker than him. And this is why I feel Errol Spence will give him fits. People forget Errol Spence spars heavyweights on the regular. Damn near hurt a light heavyweight. But that's neither here nor there. I know that's going to cause some controversy, and it's going to have the fanboys come out and say, man, he does not know his sport and all this rhetoric. But these Rudy Poos and these plum brains, they need to go sit down and do what? Higgity hush. Because if they saw what I saw, they would understand why I feel and Errol Spence has a very strong chance against the likes of a Canelo Alvarez. Because he would expose those 4 glaring deficiencies. But back onto this video with Danny Jacobs. If Danny Jacobs is defensively responsible, meaning he's not sloppy, because in this fight, he has to do everything perfect in order for him to win. From the gate, use his athleticism and use his combination skills. And Danny Jacobs, I'm not going to say he's an elite boxer like some of these fools try to. See, that's the thing. I don't overrate cats. But he's a very good boxer. If he uses his very good skills and Andre Rozier prepares him and preps him for what he's about to get, what he's about to get himself into, basically he needs to be training for a 15-round fight going into this fight. If he does that and he has that mentality and he's able to use his combination work ability and his athleticism to his advantage the whole fight, then he would not be robbed. Because in this fight, he's going to have a blowout or damn near a stoppage. And a stoppage is almost impossible with Canelo Alvarez. But because of the combination work and because of the power that a Danny Jacobs has, I believe that he can stop a Canelo Alvarez. But he starts with the body, man, because I don't care what boxer you are. If you rip a guy's body enough, off with his head. I'm going to say that again. If you rip his body enough and you do enough investment early on in the body, off with his head. This fight is going to be a lot closer and a lot more dangerous than folks think it's going to be. I still got Canelo winning 7-5 because I think it's going to be that close of a fight. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is a draw and they might have to rematch it and run that thing back. Because I feel like there's going to be some controversy in this fight because both fighters are coming to fight. Because Canelo's a very good boxer. Danny Jacobs is a very good boxer. So this fight could go either way. It could damn near be a 50-50 fight. But I got Canelo winning 7-5. For all these Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys that think, oh, I'm just hating on Canelo. No, I'm picking Canelo to win. But Danny Jacobs is damn near going to have a perfect fight if he wants to win. Y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think about this fight. This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.